boys and girls. Welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. It is January 13th, 2021, which means it is the first podcast of 2021, and I am so happy to report that we've made it out of 2020, and everything is just better. Like, oh my gosh, complete 180-degree flip. Nothing wild has happened in 2021.
Yeah. And, I for one, am just grateful that we all were unanimously in agreement that we won't do anything crazy. That nothing.
Humanity was like, you know what, we've had enough. Let's just take a year off, and it's been just nice and quiet, just birds chirping.
It's like that joke from The Simpsons where Bart's like, "This is the worst day of my life," and Homer's like, "Worst day of your life so far." It's like, this is the worst day of the year. Worst day of the year so far.
Again, want to welcome everybody here into the Semi-Perfect Podcast. And want to welcome in Jax Blade.
Hi. How you doing?
PaleoSteno.
Hi. Hello.
I just train railed over Jax there. Saberspark.
It's just me tonight. Laura's feeling under the weather, so she's gonna be tapping out for this one, but I will be here.
Channeling
Laura well.
Laura's. Thank you. I'll pass it off to her.
Does she have some ginger ale? Is it? She okay?
I told her to drink lots of water. That's always someone can break a leg, and I'm like, drink water.
Yeah. I mean, true. Valid.
I've got a giant gash in my arm. Drink water.
Yeah, right.
Drink water.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to inform you
down.
that he's passed away. I'll get the garden hose. Don't worry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it's someone's drowning. Drink water.
Yo, he needs some water. CPR. No, get the hose.
That
Here we go.
That would make
water,
it
man.
great. That would be a great gag. It would.
Yeah.
And then we have Toodles.
Yeah.
And I'm ACRacebest. Again, welcome in, folks, for this. One thing we're going to be doing in this podcast is the continuation of the One's Gotta Go brackets.
Yeah, we didn't finish last
we're
time.
doing that?
No, we didn't finish it.
Didn't finish it. We're gonna finish that off here. And amongst other things that we'll be talking about. But to start things off, as usual, let's jump into food posts. Let's see what food is out there. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. We like to kick things off by knowing what people are eating or maybe have eaten. I like to be hungry while I do this podcast because I haven't eaten anything yet. So, food.
Try that recipe I sent you later tonight.
What did you do? Okay. So we'll take a look here and see what we have for food posts.
Okay.
And food
Alrighty.
I'm pulling up too.
Alright, we have Anime Guy 01. Not from tonight, but recently I had some fondue, cheese, and chocolate fondue. Sad I couldn't enjoy the cheese too much. I hate the taste of alcohol. The chocolate was delicious, though. Nice.
Is there alcohol in fondue?
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
I don't know fondue well.
I mean, there shouldn't be. It's just like a chocolate fountain, right? Fondue.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it just like when you, fondue? Wait, is because it's chocolate fondue?
Mm-hmm.
Is fondue not necessarily cheese, but just of the form of a food where it's like?
Like I thought, like what fondue was
a bunch of things.
Like I thought it was just like you have a fountain of whatever, like I guess thing like a cheese fondue or chocolate fondue or some like sort of fondue. Like I thought it was just like a thing that you turn stuff into, like a liquid like thing you dip stuff in.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me here, is that they just dipping a whole bunch of stuffs into the chocolate and the cheese.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, regardless, I love dipping food into other food, so I'm all on board for this.
Yeah.
Anime guy
Hell
said
yeah.
the cheese fondue is traditionally a few types of cheese with a bit of alcohol.
Oh, interesting.
Oh dang, I didn't
never
know.
knew.
That's great.
And then Nora
Now I
made
know.
us melting pot, which reminds me of the Alex S song, "The Melting Pot of Alcohol."
Mhm.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost. I don't know
Dude,
why.
that is a throwback.
Right? That was when people were like, "Oh my god, the Brony fandom? What is this new thing?"
I'm 99% sure that Ghost was Alex Jones before he went mainstream.
I believe it. I believe it.
Travis Bronies.
We got Fritz Roll says, "Hey guys, I just made it back to my college dorm in North Carolina to get ready for the spring semester. As for now, I'm doing some last minute voice auditions, even though I got my water." So he's set Saber. It doesn't remove the fact that I have the best/worst recording area in my dorm. Let's check it out. Check it out.
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you though.
What college is it? I'm an NC.
Oh no.
Dox him. So, for what it's worth, Fritz Roll, like I record in my closet still, and there's good insulation in the closets. Like the clothes really kill the echo and it helps us, like, as far as sound bouncing off the walls. Clothes do a good job of like soaking that up. So, keep it up.
Just wait for you to come out of it.
So initially, and yeah, I was waiting for that too. Initially, when I did the "Buy Everything" song, but before I got Gabe involved, I was doing the vocals for it, and I was recording that in our closet. So, yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got. I mean, we know people that would record in their car, like, yeah, makeshift sound rooms.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And best of luck on the auditions.
Yes.
All right, we've got Nathaniel Foga currently having some curry chicken with mixed veggies, potatoes, and white rice. It's definitely a pretty nice dish.
That is a very nice looking dish.
Yeah.
Look at the plate.
Yeah.
It's just a nice
The
plate.
rice is all in that neat little form. I like that.
Yeah, you're a fan?
Yeah.
I always enjoy, like, crashing into the mountain like I'm some giant who's like, raw.
What?
You're on, indeed.
I play with my food still. Does no one else? I mean, what the hell?
Too busy doing my taxes.
What are those? Princess Deadpool says,
It's like I can imagine like some waitress walking up to your table and you're just like smacking your mashed potatoes. I'm the monster, and then like Sarah's just face palming.
if you're acting like this isn't gonna happen at the next convention.
The waiter puts her hand on Sarah's shoulder. Is like, "You're so brave."
Right. She's like, "This one's on the house, darling." It's already cold. Yeah, right. Race, and he's got like the white, like the tablecloth tucked into his neck, like what?
I don't appreciate how close this is all getting to real life right now, so we'll move on. Princess Deadpool says, "Been a while since I posted one of these. Things have been weird since I tested positive for COVID last month, but I have my taste and smell back, and am celebrating with a New York steak, curly fries, and green beans. Glad you got it back.
Pulled through. Hope
You're safe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just real quick, because I see him in the chat. Bitterworks did our new backdrop that we're using today.
Yes, and I know at the time was also looking for or had commissions open.
Yeah. Yeah, Bitterworks on Twitter. Go check it out.
Yeah, great art. Great. I mean, I love this.
He's done great stuff for like years. And
yeah.
I commissioned some art from him like back in the day too. So it was like, oh yeah, it's been a moment. And Not like we expect it, but it's always a pleasure. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
In the chat. Oh my
Thank you,
God, you're using
Kellen.
my art.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Taylor says, evening semi-perfect podcast. Currently enjoying a veggie sub from Jersey Mike's for the podcast tonight. Please continue staying safe and well. You too, Taylor.
Yeah.
Veggie sub, huh? Interesting.
Whenever I think of veggie sub,
Oh,
I think
nice.
like this is what Twilight Sparkle would eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what all of them would eat?
Nah,
Yeah.
she's too busy eating sunset.
Oh! Whoa!
Yo.
Cannibalism!
That's what I say.
Oh shit!
Oh God.
We got Nora saying, yo, yo, semi-perfect pod, having some Mickey D's and chilling in my new Discord swag. Please ignore my creepy salt and pepper shakers.
We will not
and
ignore
look
them.
at my cute doggo Lila instead.
Yes.
Love you and miss you guys. Hugs and kisses to you all.
Okay, show me these salt and pepper shakes.
Jesus.
Wait, those?
Is that a salt and pepper shake?
What?
They're just little mannequin heads. Oh,
It's Gabe and Gabe Jr.
oh God.
That was good.
Mm.
I love you, Nora. Just goofing on you.
There's
You know
live.
what's great about
Nora.
Nora is she'll dish it right back at you. That's like one of my favorite kind of people.
Right.
Is once you get to know them well enough, they can take a hit and then like return in kind. So like, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
This next guy, I hate him.
All right. Well, we could. Well, I guess it's too
Skip
late
'em.
to skip.
Got Jack's Plate Fitness breakfast burrito wrap. Is this the recipe you were wanting to share?
Oh, okay. Yo, it's you. I was wondering. I was like, what?
Yep. It's,
How's that sword doing in your room?
he's gonna use it on you. That's why he gave it to you, so he doesn't have to bring it with him when he comes to cut you in half.
Good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He just runs upstairs. I'm like, why is he going? Oh God.
That looks delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks
Jax,
really good.
Jax, talk me through your egg
Yeah,
preparation.
it's really good.
How do you make your eggs? Like, are you I stand over it and I don't know how to describe making eggs, but tell me how you make eggs.
It depends. Well, it was funny because like sometimes I try a variety of ways. Like sometimes I like put cheese in my eggs. Sometimes I'll put like butter and then like do like the Gordon Ramsay way of doing it. And then sometimes I just I'll do the way I was conditioned for when I had to like photo shoot prep. So I had to like just do it very basic, like just some salt and hot sauce and all that stuff, and then just get it over with. But for this one right here, I just did normal. I put I used some of the cheese Saber gave me, which is good, like
Yay.
that cheddar stuff. I like shredded it
Nice.
and I put it in this, and I like mixed it with the eggs and stuff like that. And then I went through. I cooked the hash browns, just like shredded some potatoes, cooked them myself, and then that's English bacon because my mom and sister, they have tons of British bacon, so I was like, oh, I'm going to use this today. And so like I just did this little recipe that I saw of TikTok of all places. And I sent it to you, Ray, so they can check it out.
Oh, I
But
got it.
yeah, I like folded it and then I like put it in the pan and then like fried it with like some olive oil on each side just to like make it brown and so it closes up. And it was fucking good. I've been eating that like every day for breakfast this week. It's like really good. I love it.
Nice.
Sweet.
Mm.
Yeah. No, so my experience with foods like English bacon is whenever we've gone on cruises
Yeah.
in the past, that's like my opportunity to be like, oh, the buffet has English bacon next to the bacon, and I'm like, well, it's called bacon, so I gotta get it. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Mm.
Nora Mermaid sends a super chat saying, "Bring it, Saber. #Go Tar Heels."
That sounds like cheating. It sounds like danger. Whatever
Go
hashtag.
Tar
What are go tar?
That's a sports team in North Carolina.
Oh.
Oh, I'm imagining like
Which of our group watches sports?
Yeah, what the heck is it? What are sport? All
Oh,
right.
that might be it for foods.
Mm.
SCP
Foods. So foods. All right. All right. Oh, Sarah's pressing all the buttons.
Pressing
now.
all the buttons. Oh wait, there was a thing here. I'm gonna put the backdrop. There was another piece of art that I saw
What?
last week. Hold on.
More art.
I'm gonna pull it up in just
Art.
a second once I find it.
Art.
Gosh, I wish this computer weren't so slow.
What are you talking about?
okay.
I don't know. I just thinking. Crazy. Is it?
Yeah, let me just look on her profile.
Okay.
Hold on. I retweeted it. There.
There it is.
Doink.
Yes.
From Taco Wolfie.
Bitching about.
Thank you, Taco Wolfie. That's me.
Yeah.
Oh.
During the last podcast, Taco Wolfie drew this little piece of ACRacebest.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we've said this at conventions plenty of times, but this is like one of the most amazing. I want to make sure I'm using the right words here. Most amazing forms of. Wait, now I don't know what word I'm trying. I was gonna say forms of.
What are
flattery,
you
but
trying
I don't
to
know if that's
say?
backwards. Forms of flattery. I don't know.
It's
This is
always
one of
nice
one
to
of the
receive
coolest
fan art.
gifts to get, where it's like, oh my gosh, like somebody took the time to draw fan art for me. It's the coolest thing. I know Saber will get fan art with his channel and whatnot. I mean, I think most of us have received fan art in the past, and it's just one of the coolest feelings to be like, oh my god, someone did this for me. Thank you. So yes, thank you, Taco Wolfie, for taking the time to put that together. That is awesome. I love it. I love it.
Nice.
You all are too
Very nice.
good to me. So I guess we can move on to our weekly catch up or twice weekly catch up.
Yeah.
Let's start with the guy who's made me even more hungry. Jaxblade, what have you been up to since we were here 2 weeks ago?
I have been working on just normal stuff, business stuff. It's busy this time of year because everyone wants to do that new year, new body stuff. So I keep getting a ton of clients, which is great. I have so many clients. Yeah, exactly. I have dude, I had my call usually has 10 people and it had 20 people in it the other day. I was like, oh, okay, I'm coaching 20 people at the same time. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's talk. So that was good. It's busy helping them out. So that's good. I marathoned Cobra Kai on Netflix because I just I've been hearing about it. I watched season 1 a couple years back, but I never caught up with it, and so I finally caught up on that. That show was great. I love that show. It's really, really good. For anyone who's a fan of Karate Kid, it's just a sequel series to it, and it's done a phenomenal job. And you don't even have to watch Karate Kid to enjoy the show. It's just really good. And what else I do? I found all my in the attic, I found all my old Ninja Turtle toys from the 80s and 2003 series.
Nice.
So I was able to make this background for my Ninja Turtle video I've been working on for so long. And so I was able to record a bunch of stuff with that. So that was fun. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did so far. So yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. What about Paleo? What's new?
So me and Hiro, Hiro's not here, but he might be here in a bit later, but me and Hiro have been playing the Monster Hunter demo
Oh.
for the
Murder.
Switch. Yeah.
Absolute murder.
It's really fun. I haven't played Monster Hunter since Monster Hunter Try, which that was on the Wii back in 2010. So it's been a literal decade since I've played it. But I forgot how much fun it is. It's very fun, and there's a reason Hiro plays it a lot.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
Yeah. He's a
so
sociopath. Some murder and some creature.
yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to play it when it comes out in March. It'll be fun. And then another thing I've been doing is something I've wanted to do for the past few years, but I never followed through with it. Is watch a movie for every day of the year. And
Okay.
I'm keeping a Twitter thread.
Porn doesn't count.
What? What did you say?
He said porn doesn't
porn
count.
doesn't
I know what he said.
No, I've been keeping a Twitter thread so that way, I feel like I have to put an image every day, so that way, okay, yeah, I've watched this movie.
You're like Jaxblade checking in
so-
with his I burned this many calories today.
Yeah.
I don't do that intentionally. It just happens. I just put it in, and my fitness pal automatically sends it. So it's just
If
See,
you ta-
that's something I want to do this year.
Well, cool.
Which I've been wanting to do for the past few years, but I never like did it.
Is it
so.
specifically movies you haven't seen before, or anything?
Yeah,
else?
movies I haven't seen.
Ooh.
Movies that I haven't seen.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, good luck with that. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I should say I don't know how many movies Paleo has.
Yeah, it's a 365. That
Yeah.
like, I mean, I've already there's a ton I haven't seen. So.
Well, good. Cool.
Mhm.
Well, good luck with that. I've been kind of keeping an eye on what movies you've been watching, and I'm like, okay, some of these I've never heard of before, but yes.
Yeah.
We just got
Some like really good, some animated, some like foreign, so all over the place.
Nice. Cool. Well, again, I look forward to keeping up with you and making sure that you post every day.
Yeah.
We'll hold you to it, Paleo. We got a super chat from Bitterworks.
Yeah, I think it's this line here.
Yep.
It says, I dare you to watch of the 3D animated Garfield movies like Garfield's Pet Force, where there's a Garfield with a six-pack.
And this was specifically at Saberspark.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, what was that now?
So Bitterworks in the chat sends a super chat saying, Saberspark, I dare you to watch of the 3D animated Garfield movies like Garfield's Pet Force, where there's a Garfield with a six-pack.
Oh yeah, I remember
I
seeing
will,
this.
at the very least, look into it. All right, I'll promise you that. I'll look into it.
Yeah,
all right?
look at him.
I'll look into it.
Ew. Let's see. Saber, what's new with you?
Laura moving in, getting used to that.
Nice.
Enjoying hanging out with her, and it feels a lot more like, I don't know, my life feels a bit more completed now, where it's like no more long distance stuff. So that feels like a satisfying like conclusion to that story arc.
Yeah.
Really had me in the second act there for a second. really hated the Saberspark character. Can't stand him. The same days with work. Got a lot of extra projects because this time of the year for January, my main channel slows down a little bit, and I'm trying to take that time to see to like extra projects that I have going on, and like also catching up on emails and other things. And it's a lot more than I expected. And like I'm working on this video about a Jehovah Witness cartoon called Caleb and Sophia, and my gosh, what a journey that's been. I've gotten like, no joke, 20 emails from Jehovah Witnesses and ex-Jehovah Witnesses alike. And them, like, I had one email, it was like back to back, where one's like, we're not a cult, and then one said, we're a cult. And it's like, wait, what? Because like going into this video, not to get off on a tangent, but like I was like, how do I handle this with tact? It's kind of hard to, because it's religion. It's almost impossible to not upset somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did I pull this off with the VeggieTales video? And I'm like, oh well, it inherently isn't as preachy compared
VeggieTales
to.
is actually good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Strip away the Christian stuff, it's still good. Sophia and Caleb is just like little life lessons for kids, and feels very preachy and I mean, I discovered that like the Jehovah Witnesses their faith have something called the governing body, and I'm like, fuck off, like for real, like that sounds like it's from some 1984, like, and I'm sorry if there's anybody in our chat who like is a Jehovah Witness. I'm not trying to have a go at you, but like I will speak my mind, and that is that the governing body sounds really creepy. And I'm sure there's other religious faiths and other non-religious organizations have creepy names. Like look at Scientology, it's creepy as hell. But like still the governing body, like, oh come on.
Yeah.
We of the governing body have seen your family, and we don't like that you think magic's real. Pray to God. And it's like, what? Shut up. There was one of the episodes called One Man, One Woman.
Yeah.
And this was interesting because I got a lot of emails about this particular episode. To summarize that quickly, a girl at school, Sophia, saw a piece of art on the wall where it had her classmate and her two moms. When Sophia comes home, she talks to her mother saying, my friend has 2 moms. And my teacher says, as long as they love each other, love is love. And Sophia's mom is like, well, actually, according to Jehovah. And they use this analogy. They use this analogy of like, it's like going to the airport. You can't go to your destination if you got this baggage, implying that being gay is like a TSA check and you can't get to your flight.
Oh my
And I'm-
God.
Right. Yeah, it's like you getting scanned and it's like, oh, we got a gay guy. He can't go on your flight. And
Don't want to be on the no-fly list. Come on.
why I say this in my Twitch stream. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, right. It's interesting because the Jehovah's Witnesses, whenever they're promoting like paradise, they always bring up animals, and I'm like, do they know zoos exist? Like, you don't have to wait till you're dead to enjoy this, guys. Like, what have I told you? They got underwater zoos called aquariums.
Get out
So,
of here. Get out.
But definitely tangents. It's been on my mind. But to put a bow on this, I had one of the, and I will never name drop. I'll leave this as anonymous. But one of the Jehovah's Witnesses, who, to their credit, were very peaceful about presenting their side of the argument. I will always have respect for people who can be peaceful. Doesn't mean I can agree or I will agree, but I will. You'll have my ear more than yelling at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were like, "Hey, it's not that we hate homosexuals. It's just that we can't support their lifestyle because the Bible says so." And I'm like, "No, sorry. You're saying that like it almost excuses you, and it's like you drew a line in the sand and you're picking a side, and now you made your bed, you got a lie in it." And that's where I take issue with Jehovah's Witnesses, where it's like, really, like,
Yeah.
'cause I know Christians who are like, live and let live, like let the big guy sort it out. Don't stop them. That's not your
Right.
business. That's not your business.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
No.
Early on, big topic.
That's
No,
okay.
I'm very interested about this topic because obviously with you looking into this cartoon, I'm just curious to see what's to come from this one, the next Saberspark journey here.
Oh, dude, I'm smart because right after the Sophia and Caleb video, I got a review of this Chinese film called White Snake, which straight up has like a foot fetish scene with this girl, and I'm rubbing my hands. It's like that one scene from American Dragon Jake Long, which is also Chinese funny enough, where that one guy's like jackpot. Like,
Brad. Yeah. When he's like jackpot. Yeah.
I occasionally come across content where I just slowly grin. I'm like, oh, we're eating filet mignon tonight.
Oh gosh. Well, look forward to it as always.
That's my week. And Laura's birthday's tomorrow, and again, she'll hopefully she'll be feeling better tomorrow, but she's not feeling under the weather today. But she's like working from home and getting all moved in with furniture, and her office looks great. The downstairs looks great. Really proud of her progress, and getting to have her in my life on a day-to-day basis is keeping me a bit more consistent with like I'm waking up earlier in the day, and I'm trying to eat better. But I don't know. It's a good anchor. I don't know. It's like, oh, so at the tender age of 32, I discover what it's like to have some consistency.
Well, good. Glad that all that's going well. Sorry that she can't be here because she's not feeling well, but happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. Damn, Jax, you posted your old school Jax Blade OC pony on Twitter here.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Well, they asked for it. They were like, "Hey, you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I have that still somewhere." I had to go dig on my DeviantArt for it, but yeah, I found it.
I want to see it.
Throwback.
I want to see
The
it.
throwback.
Sarah's like, why?
Yeah, mine's a Super Saiyan, and it has black hair, but it also can do this. Yeah, I remember all that stuff. Good time.
Man. We let's see here. I'm literally pausing just so I can go find. Whoa, old school.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, old school.
Look at
School. That's like 2012 ish.
Good on you.
I think. Yeah, 2012.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Sarah,
Yeah.
what's new with you?
My past 2 weeks have had its ups and downs. Unfortunately, on the downs side, my grandpa unfortunately passed away. Yeah, he got
I'm
COVID.
sorry to hear that.
He got COVID from his caregiver, and unfortunately, that's
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
He was already declining in health, but it's just, it kind of sucks that it had to be COVID, that had to kind of cut things a little bit shorter, I think. But yeah, I've been okay. But on the brighter side, me and Race have been still looking for homes. We're looking to move out of our apartment finally, and we're, still on that search. So it's been fun.
Yep. Yeah. It's
Right.
It's been an eye-opening experience so far with house hunting in Southern California. Yeah. So that's really been outside of us continuing our work with Ready Player Dumb and all that. So the house hunting stuff has been interesting because we've been so we kind of like started in a price range, and it's one that Sarah and I kind of came up with, I feel like 1.5 to 2 years ago. And we kind of got thrown in because Sarah finally went, if I don't click this button to say, show me this property, we're never going to leave this damn apartment. And she's probably right. So she did it, and then it's like, well, you need a realtor. Let's set you up with one. Oh, okay. And here's your financial person. Okay. All right. It's just like as far as figuring out loans and all that. So so we went in with an idea of how much we wanted to spend or could spend, and it was it was very interesting to see what was available, and then realizing, oh, maybe we actually have made some money in the last 2 years. So then it's like, oh, we have more than we thought. So it's just it's so interesting right now. They, at least in our area, it's a seller's market, so it means that there's a heck of a lot more buyers than there are sellers, so houses go very quickly, and it's very annoying. Like right when you get attached enough to, you're like, okay, I want to see this one. No, it's gone. Oh, great. So yeah, that's been our thing. Yeah, we're just working on doing all that, working on trying to get out of renting, actually become homeowners.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. So, well, I'm sure we'll have more updates on the next one.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. So that's our updates for the week.
Yeah.
Now I just want to glance here. Okay, so Sarah showed me something just before we started, and it's part of why we started just a few minutes late.
Yeah.
Is there's something called Long Gone Gulch that came out, and we have a spoiler screen for it. So if anyone that hasn't seen this wants to avoid spoilers while we discuss this, we're gonna have the screen up. As long as the screen is up, we'll be talking spoilers. As soon as it goes down, you won't have to worry about spoilers anymore from us. So there it is. Spoilers ahoy. Is there anybody here amongst our podcasters that hasn't seen it yet, that is wanting to see it? Long Gone Gulch.
I've seen it.
Okay. So
I watched it twice just to see if my opinion still held up on it.
no, Sarah hasn't seen it yet.
Oh my goodness. Jack's Wait sent a super chat.
Really?
Oh, thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
He says, get something nice.
Yeah.
We can move up from cardboard now. Oh my gosh.
We're probably gonna
Yes.
We're probably gonna save it for like
Get out of
a
that
washing
fucking
machine.
cardboard. Get yourself.
Jack's playing.
That's probably gonna
Good.
go towards an appliance that we'll need.
Yeah. Thank you, Jakes.
Thank you.
Good.
Actually,
Never.
I'll go back to it after we talk about this show. I was gonna say there was something funny about a property that we looked at last night.
Oh yeah.
But again, thank you, Jack Spade. So Long Gone Gulch. Sarah, I'm gonna let you take away or take it away in regards to explain what this is, because I don't know where this aired. I don't know where this came from. I don't know who made it. I just know that you said you're watching this while you also try to wash your hair. So.
So one of the creators is Tara Billinger. I forget the other gentleman's name. Let me see. But essentially this team.
Zach Bellamusio, something like that.
Yeah. So these two people, they started a Kickstarter because they had this idea of this short that they wanted to do, or like a program, like TV show that they wanted to do called Long Gone Gulch. So it was a Kickstarter, and I think this was like 5 years kind of in the making of them making this pilot episode to then potentially maybe get it picked up by somebody. I've like, it's one of those things where like I was seeing stuff a long time ago for it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then like finally now it's like out and it's, you know, full entirety. And I was like, oh dang, I almost forgot about this thing. So I watched it, and it's pretty great. Like, it's a duo of sheriffs in this fantasy western sort of setting, and it's just a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah, freaking Buttercup and Jack Spicer fighting cowboy street sharks. I mean, yeah, it's like pretty hype.
So what did you guys think about this?
I liked it.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, I really like Mako, the villain.
Yeah, he's like
He's great.
the best.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Anytime there's like an anthro shark person, that's like my favorite character and stuff. I love that. I Street Sharks really did have an effect on me as a kid, because that is just whenever I see that in media, I just love it. I'm just like, yeah, I love that. That you're one of my favorite characters. I love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, ooh, I love the animation. I will say, there was a lot of stuff where I was like, okay, yeah, this is great. I love hearing E.G. Daily again. Like, I don't know. She just has one of those voices, like, just that's Tommy Pickles for the chat out there, or Buttercup, like I mentioned earlier with Powerpuff Girls, OG Buttercup. Yeah. And she's just, like, whenever to hear her anything, it's, like, so great, because I haven't heard her and stuff in a while. So it's like, oh, wow, you came back for this? This is pretty awesome to hear you finally back on this. And then, like, the Jack Spicer VA or Hot Shot from Static Shock as well, like, the fact he came back, too. I was like, oh, dang, this is, like, just nostalgia. I love the designs of the characters. I love how the animation was so fluid and like the little backgrounds and stuff like that. Now, I will say for me, I did think it was like good through the whole thing. I didn't think it was like mind-blowingly good in my personal. But no, that's not a diss in any way. Like that one made it perfectly clear. I'm not dissing it. I think it was like good for what it was, and I thought like I enjoyed a lot of it, and I thought the animation was great, and there were some stuff, but there were some parts I was like, oh, I wish they kind of went a bit more with that, and there were some parts where I was like, oh, I think that could have hit a bit harder in certain areas, but for the most part, just thought it was good. I'm looking forward to the rest of the show because I really like the characters.
It's interesting how they're going with more I guess mythical like creatures rather than like regular desert creatures, because like with something like Rango, that was like it's like a similar setting with the western and everything. Rango has like actual desert creatures.
Exactly.
With this, it's like, oh, you got an anthro shark and like jackalopes and like weird ass like mythical creatures.
The jackalopes aren't real.
What?
Yeah, they're not real.
Not anymore.
Say it to my face.
I saw that Pixar documentary with before the Incredibles.
They're in the museum in Zootopia.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Rawhide and Snag, I think there's another human, because there's the Native American girl, which that's the only character where I was kind of iffy with the voice acting.
Yeah.
Because she was a bit too whispery.
Yeah.
Didn't it sound?
Yeah, I thought that. I didn't know if that was
like,
intentional or if
it sounded. It sounded like just so different from everyone else.
Yeah, like
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
know if that was like an intentional thing because it felt
Yeah.
like they were like, because it felt like
I think
the,
I think it
EG
was
Daily
I
and
think it
other
was
ones.
intentional, but it was didn't come across.
No.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay, yeah,
I
okay,
feel like ModPie is like the
Uh.
perfect example of doing a character like that, but still like making it really succinct in that you can understand every word that the character's saying.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really like
Yeah,
Beginner's
exactly.
voice at all.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why. I thought it was someone like I thought the voice was so familiar. It's ironic. I'm blanking on it. The voice was so familiar, and the name is on the tip of my tongue. It'll
Yeah, she's
literally
been in
pop in
stuff
my head in a
before.
second when it comes back. But
like,
yeah, that
I was looking it up when
Yeah.
after I watched it. But let me see here. Yeah, Amber Midthunder.
okay.
She was in. Let's see. She was in the TV show called Legion, and also a TV show called Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently she was also in that movie, a recent Western called Hell or High Water.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Interesting. Okay. I I will say this. I think what I enjoyed it. I got it in certain spots. I got some very heavy Ren and Stimpy, like
Yeah, especially with
Vibes.
like, some of Snag's animation.
Yeah.
When he goes kind of crazy.
Right.
like there was a lot of that, which brings me
And the
back to my
hair.
childhood of being mortified by Ren and Stimpy. But
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I again, like I said, I watched this while also decontaminating from work. So it was I mean it was fun. Like, is this something that they plan on making more of, or was this a one-off? Or
But this
I
was
think
a
they're
pilot.
planning.
This is a
Yeah.
pilot, so I'm not sure if like anybody's gonna like pick it up or whatever. They might submit it to a few studios.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be curious. It was, like I said, it was. I had fun with it. It's something that I'm like, I'd probably be interested in some more of this. But I did enjoy the animation for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like, because again, that whole thing, like, again, I'll be upfront about it. Like, I think it was fun, animation great, and all that stuff, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh yeah, this is like the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is like the best. Oh my god, the comedy's on point. I thought it was like there was a lot of stuff where it was decent. It could be better, and that was my opinion. And then I was like, oh, you've invested me to watch more later on when like if you do more with this. Like, that's what I can say with it. Like, but like, yeah, everything so far, animation and voice acting, I enjoyed.
Cool. Any other thoughts on Long Gone Gulch?
Saber.
Is
Saber there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was letting you go at it. So, I don't know really else to add. Just I think it's really cool that this team of independent creators really pulled it together. So that's outstanding in that regard. Like, like truly like incredible that they pulled it off and it looks as good as it does.
Yeah.
And that it's for free on YouTube. And I hope that Netflix or some other streaming service picks it up. I think this is one of those shows where I do agree with you, Jackson, with the idea of where it didn't like blow my mind on the story level. Visually, it was very good and fun. It reminds me so much of like old Cartoon Friday stuff as far as like
yeah, exactly
energy goes. Rai was my favorite character, which is like, if you're gonna have a favorite or best character, it should be your main character, or at least like hopefully. And I'm like, she's great. Her character fits. E.G. Daly's voice was a perfect fit for this character, like perfect.
Yeah.
Love
her. Absolutely love that character.
Coming through sometimes. Snag is I feel like you can't be too harsh because it's just a pilot, and it's one of those shows where I'm like, give it like 22 episodes, or give it a block. You know, come on, HBO Max, or come on Netflix, give this show a green light and flesh it out. There's potential here.
Yeah.
But I would go back and address that one, the Native American girl's voice, because it just it wasn't a good fit. That like kind of took me out of the zone while watching the show. I'm like, why does this sound so different compared to everybody else?
Yes, yeah, it was bothersome.
Yeah,
it sounded.
Yeah, it felt like.
I'm not having a go saying like it's not quality. It was just it didn't fit. So that's because Bailey, you're right. It was too whispery. And Sarah, you're right. Like a Mod Pie, at least in that realm or in that ballpark, would have been better. But hey, maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Dude, I gotta say, I like Mako's voice. That was good too.
Yeah.
Good old hearty.
That was a great one.
Voice.
Yeah.
That is a great one.
The rabbit shaped heart was pretty fine.
Miracle.
Actually,
Yeah. The freaking which one? The girl one or the boy one?
The girl one.
The girl one.
Do you mean the mayor or like the girl
The
one?
assistant.
Secretary.
Yeah.
Oh, the secretary. Yeah.
Was making a rabbit girl joke.
No, I just realized what was going on.
What?
I was like, yeah.
You know what the you know what the side characters actually reminded me of? They reminded me a lot of like the way the characters look in Wander Over Yonder.
Yeah.
You're right. I was waiting for
which
Sarah to be
one?
like, hey.
Well, like the beast. Like which one?
Yeah, a bit of him, like in just like the random side characters in the saloon.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, okay. My brain is doing the stupid thing in Paleo where I'm mixing up Wander Over Yonder.
Are you thinking about like Over the Garden Wall?
Over the Garden Wall. I'm just I'm mixing it up again. I'm just like, I can't.
This is like, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Okay. Over the Garden Wall, the beast. I was like, what the? Yeah. Okay. Wander over yonder, garden over the garden wall. Over the fucking moon. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got this. Okay.
Well, yeah, I would definitely say along the lines of what Saber was saying. There's some stuff there to fix, but I'd be interested in more if someone were to pick this
I
up.
wouldn't even say tweak. I don't know. The word fix sounds like, oh man, you got problems. I'd say tweak. Like you're just tighten these bolts and you got a good strong pilot with like potential here.
Tighten these nuts.
Tighten these nuts.
Sarah, are you
tighten these nuts, partner?
What are you doing?
There's protective plastic.
Yeah, I'm supposed to keep that on so you don't get pregnant.
No.
What?
It's on his steering wheel. He's got a brand new steering wheel for iRacing. And I'm peeling off some plastic.
It's I have a new steering wheel that I'm using for iRacing, and Sarah found they have that protective plastic stuff that they always put on like
But it's so satisfying
electronics.
to just rip off.
And Sarah's like, I gotta rip this off right now. And I'm like, from your description, the protective plastic. I'm like, well, I know where I'm going with this. All right. So I think that'll round up our long gone Gulch conversation. And so I'm gonna go back to one thing that I was starting to say. So last night Sarah and I looked at a property.
Yeah.
And it was a home. It was not a townhouse, not a condo. It was a house with a yard and all that stuff to it.
Yeah.
And Sarah got there a little bit before I did because I was coming from work, and I park outside of it, and I'm like, the neighborhood's pretty nice. It's not too far from work. The outside, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's got a nice sized driveway. It's got a garage. The outside of this house looks pretty good. I'm like, this got potential.
And then I step inside.
Then I went inside of it, and I went, so that's how we can afford it. Okay. It was one where I'm like, so Sarah.
It's a fixer upper.
Yeah, I was like, so what? It's weird because I don't know. Like, you guys may have experienced stuff like this where, like, I grew up. My parents were always very big on the upkeep of a house. Like don't touch the walls because you know you're gonna get dirt on the walls or whatever type of thing, which was fine. I didn't pay for the house. If they want to be that careful with their walls, cool. But when we would move out of a house, it was just as important to them to like have it be like, all right, how does everything look? You know, everything looks good for this presentation. And you know, when you're selling a house, you want it to look as good as you can because it's gonna determine how much you're gonna get for it. These people, I don't think these people gave a shit. I don't know if they won the lottery.
Maybe they gave too many.
Chocolate.
This was a house that clearly the people that used to live there were like, we're gonna be here for the long run. To the point where like they painted a whole Peter Pan mural in one of the houses, which didn't actually look too bad. I gotta give it credit. It's just, you know, not what we would have. And I'm looking at the flooring, I'm looking at I was just like, holy crap. Like, all right, what are we going to have to fix? The floors. We're going to have to repaint. We're going to have to redo the kitchen. We're going to have to take down some walls. Like, it was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the... Yeah, it was just like, wow. And that's part of it, this house hunting stuff, where you're just like... When you find a good one for the right price, it's already gone. So yeah, but I was just laughing about the circumstance of all that. But.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Sarah. Well, when we left off 2 weeks ago, we were doing something that we refer to as one gotta go.
Yeah.
And it was again 4 things of similarity. All of these were Disney movies, or some shows were paired up against each other, or quadrupled up against each other, and you have to choose one that's gotta go.
Yeah.
So, do you remember where we left off?
I think we left off just after this one with Treasure Planet, The Black Cauldron, Sword in the Stone, and Atlantis.
Okay,
I think that's sort of where we were leaving.
Well, I do remember us doing Finding Dory because Gabe was here for that.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, because he came and then he left. Like he always does to the Hots. Oh, he's here. Oh, shit.
Is Gabe here?
I thought that was Hero who popped in. Yeah, he just popped in.
Hi, Gabe. Gabe, you're so quiet.
You're so far away.
You fixed
No wonder I didn't hear
your overblowing issue a little bit too good. You one too many windsocks on that one.
I think we were closer to the end of the one gotta go than we thought we were.
Were we?
Yeah, there's only...
Is there like literally...
Oh, yeah, we're very close to the
Wait,
end.
I thought we had... Did they go out of order?
I don't know.
I don't think they would.
Yeah, maybe they went out of... Hold on.
Because I don't remember...
No.
I don't remember... There was... Like, did we do this one? I don't think we did... Scroll down a little more.
The Hercules line.
We didn't do that one. I don't think so.
I think we did, because we did the Tangled and Frozen Prince and the Frogman one.
I'm so confused now.
Yeah.
What's going on? What am I missing?
Oh, Hero sent me something.
Hi, Hero. Hero's here too, by the way.
Hey.
Hero. How long have you been here, Hero?
1 minute.
Oh, okay. Wow,
damn.
everyone's just coming on in. Great. They all heard one gotta go, and they're like, "Well, we gotta figure that out."
So I think... So did we leave off on this one? And then the next one was... Did we do the remakes? Aladdin, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, and Mulan?
Oh, you know what? I might have been wrong, actually.
Uh-huh.
I might have been wrong.
When
I said the fight...
whatever one.
Which one did we leave off with?
I thought
Whichever one the Lion King was a part of.
Yeah, it was this
Okay.
one.
Yeah, the Lion
I
King.
mixed
That's
I
the
mixed
one that we
Finding
did.
Dory up because
Yeah.
what we did was
Okay.
the Finding Nemo one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Good.
All right, random assortment
Okay.
of movies part 2. One gotta
Okay.
go. Hercules, Lion King, Hunchback of Notre
Yes.
Dame, or Lilo and Stitch.
Lion
One
King.
gotta go.
Lion King.
I would.
You're wrong.
It's the
You're
worst
not-
movie.
You're not even telling
Are
the
we
truth.
gonna have a problem?
He's not even
See-
telling the truth.
Are you talking about the cartoons now?
These are all the
We're talking about
cartoons.
Disney animated
Yes.
movies.
Right. I know,
Oh,
but
I probably would have to say Hercules.
Yeah, I think we need to turn Gabe's audio
Oh.
up. I think he fixed his problem, and now we need to fix ours. There we go.
No, I've got mine turned up as much as it can go, as high as it can go.
Okay.
I have
We've got you at
turned up as high as
200%.
it can go. Yeah.
What the frick, man? My mic is that coming through?
Be careful, boys. We might get our ears blasted.
Right.
We're all turning up our stuff right
Keep
now.
the headphones.
What happens
You
if I
might.
just hold the mic like this?
Hello,
Is that better?
voice
You're starting to
is
sound
a little
better.
yeah.
I'm holding
Gradually.
it, like against my lips. I have input volume maxed out.
It sounds
Okay,
better.
well,
It does
we
sound
can-
better.
Well, you sound better.
Awesome. I was gonna say, yeah, you can't get rid of Lion King or you're an idiot, and you can't get rid of Lilo and Stitch or you're heartless. Which
I'm
leaves
heartless, so get rid of Lilo and Stitch, please.
Oh no, we can't be friends.
You're nobody.
We cannot be friends.
Yeah, I
Shut
am.
up, Favor. Shut up.
I knew that was
you,
coming.
you must be making a joke.
You're weak.
What? What are you talking about?
And I've outgrown it.
Shut up.
I would say it's between
Okay.
Hercules and Hunchback, and I'd probably say Hercules, even though I love the crap out of it. Hunchback's just if you pick Hunchback,
Hunchback's music is too good.
Yeah.
then yeah, exactly, and also
Hellfire.
the
Did you ever
hero
see-
is important.
There was that
Yeah.
really weird candy bar ad that I couldn't believe they did it. What they called it, the Crunchback with the
In the-
Crunch bars.
No, they did not.
Oh,
No,
God.
they
The
did
crunch
not.
back.
I gotta look that up now.
Is this bullshit or are you
The
serious?
crunch back.
You are making.
And I was
that
like,
up.
dude, why do you have Shaquille O'Neal being like, I'm the Crunchback of Notre Dame?
no.
He's lying, but
No,
this
well,
is
no,
good.
no,
He's
no.
lying, but
No.
this is a good one.
Saber, no, I do remember this because I was just as weirded out when they came out with the Lilo and Twix. Like, I was like, what?
Hercules gotta
great.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say
can't
Hercules
get rid of
gotta go.
Hercules because
I
Hercules
said-
is my favorite. Because the thing is, like, I'm one of those kids, like, I relate to that shit of just like, oh, you're like a nerdy one who wants to fit in, do this, and then he gets all buff and becomes a himbo, and he's like, oh, I could be better. And I love that movie because I just see myself in the fucking
Oh, yeah.
it's honestly my second favorite of like Disney after Mulan. So yeah, like I would
Jack,
say
I
for
can't just
me.
help but see myself in a demigod. I just can't help it.
Yes, because I am a demigod, and remember it, hero, every time.
Yeah, Jax. That's
I'm-
why. That's precisely the reason I love Lilo and Stitch because I related to Lilo. Just kidding. I related to the
You relate to a
weirdo-
perfect alien who can do everything.
No, the misunderstood weirdo who does crazy things and then doesn't realize that he's annoying people.
I don't think,
Nah,
I think it's
I
it's
like
a
that
misunderstanding. I
comparison
think it's very well understood.
Perfect alien that doesn't mess up. I think so. Yes.
No, that'd be nice.
I saw your family the way they decorated for Christmas. I was like, what the shit? Like I've never decorated that much.
We look, my
for
family,
anything.
we go all out for everything. It's just we're all just imagine six
What
of me.
are you?
And that's what my family's like. We're intense. We're a big.
You're
we're a big family,
intense.
Cray. Yeah, but I love it. I mean, the only problem with living with a family that intense is that everything else seems kind of boring and monotonous if you don't like make things interesting.
This is why Gabe challenges death every day.
Not every day, every week.
Did everybody say
I'd
what
like to do
got
that.
you
Yeah,
on this?
I'm going with Hercules here,
Yeah.
and the big.
I'm going with Lilo and Stitch. I'm sorry. Yeah, I
no,
relate too
no,
much to
you just
Hercules.
did
I
that.
can't get rid
That's weird.
No, I relate too much to
Well,
Hercules.
you
so it's
relate
just
to the
like-
Hunchback of Notre Dame more than Lilo and Stitch?
It's
Ah,
Hunchback's
well,
got
yeah,
the music though.
Yeah.
Horrible. No faces, hideous. It is my face.
Oh,
Dave,
dude, you're a legit snack and you know it.
No, no.
Dave, you
Yeah,
know. I know you know as a musician that.
Yes. Okay.
You
Yes,
cannot
I
ignore
do.
that. Like,
No,
come
I have
on.
not. I will not ignore that. But the point is that it's like, okay, I love the movie. Obviously, I don't want any of these movies to go. Unfortunately, they're not going to, I hope, unless there's something I wasn't told about this particular podcast. But
It's official.
no, the opening to Hunchback of Notre Dame, and honestly, it holds a special place in my heart because it was the one Disney movie that I didn't watch growing up, and it became my control group, my petri dish. I remember thinking when I turned 20, I was like, are Disney movies really all that good, or is it just nostalgia? I have no way of knowing. And I was like, wait, yes, I do, because I never watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So I watched it, blew my freaking mind, gave me chills off the bat, goosebumps, tears, everything. I was like, oh, yep, okay, they're just that good. They really are just that good. No bias here at all. They
There was
couldn't possibly be
another advertising push, by the way. I'm not sure you remember this one, because you're late to the party. But it was called like the Taco Bell of Notre Dame.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
Alrighty.
Ring the bells.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Did it have that
really,
fucking cat and dog in it too?
Really quickly, like a literal actual push that legitimately happened is in Japan. There's apparently like Taco Bell, and you know how Japanese people say itadakimasu before eating? There's itadakimasu, like Spanish moss, and I just like fell out of my chair.
Oh my god, like Liv Moss.
That's fantastic.
Itadakimasu.
Yeah, I was like, whoever came up with that, give them like 1 billion raises.
Seriously. Motorola razors so they can call all their friends.
All right, Disney Princess Movies Part 2. One gotta go. Moana, Tangled, Princess and the Frog, or Frozen.
If you say Princess
I
and the Frog,
legally can't get rid of
Exactly.
Princess and the Frog. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Like, yeah, Hero, I'm sorry, bro. We're legally binded to do this. And Black Griffin, you too. You have it now. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
Hey, man.
Princess and the Frog
I'll
is
take
your
it.
least favorite.
Okay.
Not getting rid of Princess and the Frog if it's your least favorite is in fact racist.
I actually agree with you.
Hey,
you're letting
look,
determine-
I don't make the rules, man. Why you
I
gotta
mean,
do this?
my
I don't
least
make the
favorite of
rules.
these is Frozen.
Dude, I just don't want to get canceled, all right? So, Frozen has the most white people in it.
It's 2021. Why would you that happen?
Literally.
And like,
Uh,
there's Moana's my favorite like Disney princess movie.
Oh,
Yes.
Moana's so
Moana
good.
is-
But I just
Yeah.
love
Because it has the Rock in it. That's why I'm keeping it.
What
That's
did
the
I
main
say?
reason I'm choosing
I
the fucking
don't
Rock.
like his performance in this movie, and honestly, I don't like his character almost really at all.
Aw.
You were talking about,
dude,
we're talking about
you're just like not
Maui?
doing with the
So
community today,
Moana
are
has
you?
to go for me.
I don't know, man. I will if I'm gonna
I
be
see
honest.
what's happening. Yeah.
Face to face with greatness, and it's strange. You know, okay, I'm going to be fully honest because I believe honesty is better than the internet loving you and say I would probably get rid of Princess and the Frog. It's a good movie, but it's not as good.
Relinquish your name, Great Griffin. Go
Great.
voices Zula. Yeah,
Tangled's
go
gotta
voices
go
Zula.
for me.
Tangled?
Tangled's gotta go for me.
Oh, come on, Tangled's great. Well, they're all great, I guess.
I haven't
okay,
watched Tangled in years. I don't
it would-
remember much about it besides like the song and
We
then like
just
at
watched
the
it.
ending. That's it.
Mother knows best. I think Mother Gothel is possibly one of the best Disney villains.
Yeah.
And I know there are
right?
lots.
Yeah.
She's just very real. The manipulative,
Yeah.
like, oh, I care about you. Also, they did something really clever in that movie. Every time Mother Gothel says, I love you, dear, she looks at or touches her hair.
Yeah.
She never says it to her. It's a very interesting thing that they did.
Mhm.
And I recently watched Tangled, but I would say of the four, the best are probably Moana, and I'm sorry, I love Frozen. I really, really do. So yeah, I would do Moana, Frozen, and then Tangled, Princess and the Frog, but I might also switch them. Princess and the Frog and Tangled, I would say either or with those.
Moana-
I knew they were right about you. How could you do that? Terrible. I love you, Gabe. I'm like,
Moana kind of got on my nerves a little bit.
Who did Moana?
yeah, she was a bit at times.
No.
For me.
Let me.
She's a bit much at times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm curious to hear you explain this. Why now, Race? Go on.
Okay, so this is one of those where I can re-choose if you guys so see it fit, but Moana was released in 2016, and because of that,
Yes.
everybody and their mom had to compare this movie to Zootopia. And the princess people that were out there were like, oh my god, this movie deserves so much more. Why is that stupid animal movie doing well? I saw this everywhere, and I was just like, I hate the
Well,
people
that's
that
not
like this movie.
Moana's fault, man.
Yeah.
That's stupid people.
No,
like
no.
my reason
If
for
Moana
choosing
was
Frozen
never
isn't because
born.
Frozen was like.
Okay,
my
but-
reason for choosing Frozen isn't because like Frozen was oversaturated. It was very oversaturated
It was.
for a long
Yes, it
time,
was.
but it's just like it's just like of all these four, I would probably rewatch Frozen last, even though I do still like Frozen. So
No, I would.
They're all good movies.
I had to throw some because of that. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm kind of between. I feel like I'm between Tangled and Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like Princess and the Frog is a little like it's slightly uncategorized here because it is 2D up against 3D.
It is 2D.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So
it is a little.
yeah, I think I might say. Man, screw Moana. I don't know.
Super chat from
Putting
F
bias-
that
look,
says thick.
If I don't put biases aside, I'd get rid of Frozen immediately because I was so sick of hearing Let It Go. But I'm just trying to react to how I felt when I saw each movie.
Yeah.
Removing, barring all advertisement, all
Well,
know,
see,
Adele
but that
Dazeem's
was
performance.
that's the problem with me is that when I went in to see Moana, I went, well, a lot of people are saying this is way better than
Right.
Zootopia.
You were automatically.
So
right,
I went
like-
in on defense, going, okay, you have the floor. And we talked about that back in 2016 when these movies came out. But yeah, but I don't want to hold that against Moana, the movie. Like I do enjoy the movie. I mean, all four of these obviously are. I mean, they're good movies.
Yes, they are.
I
Disney.
just
They're Disney movies, man. Most
I-
Disney movies are amazing.
I feel like I forget the most about Tangled. But that might also be because I haven't seen Tangled in so long.
Tangled and Princess and the Frog are the ones that I would say are the.
To be honest, I don't remember
least-
much of Princess and the Frog either. Like
Well,
I remember.
well, honestly, both of them weren't really pushed either. Frozen and Moana had a massive push, tons of merchandise. I mean, they really went to town with those movies. So the fact that Tangled and Princess and the Frog are more forgetful might just be because they were not pushed as much. They didn't play as often. They aren't talked about as frequently. There's not as much merchandise surrounding them. Moana and Frozen were like in the same ballpark. I think Moana was actually their answer to Frozen. It was like an attempt to make Frozen 2 without it being Frozen 2.
Yep. Okay, so I guess we can move on to the next one.
All right.
Yes, I'm getting rid of Princess of the Frog. Let's go.
All right. Between Treasure Planet, The Black Cauldron, Sword in the Stone, or Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
okay, I'm back.
I haven't seen two of these.
Do not get rid of
Wait, so which one is it? It's
What?
All right, Treasure Planet,
Atlantis.
Treasure Planet, Black Cauldron, The Sword in the Stone, and Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
I'll get that Treasure Planet bullshit out of here, man.
Oh,
that shit was
no,
some
shut
stupid furry propaganda.
Holy freaking crap! No, Treasure Planet is my jam.
I knew it.
Yeah.
No, because I remember one time, like years ago, because I remember what happened was we used to this one time. Like back in 2013, I used to like wake up to talk to Gabe because he was in Japan and I was here, and I was like, we should catch up. And so I woke up and talked to him. And we would talk for like hours on end, and he would just tell me how much he loved Treasure Planet.
I love Treasure Planet.
Is that all you talked
First of all,
about?
it's one of the first movies to do. Is it called rotoscoping? Maybe not. Well, were they? There are only two movies to ever do that. Disney movies, Tarzan and Treasure Planet. And Treasure Planet relied on it extensively. It was a very unique and a new animation style where they created 3D models, but then they did two-dimensional art that they stretched over the 3D models. It was really, really brilliant. And it got absolutely buried. It got annihilated because it cost a lot of money, and Disney didn't want to do movies like that again. So they really kind of sabotaged it. But visually, stunning. And obviously, you can't really. The story is Treasure Planet. It's Treasure Island. I mean, so they didn't. Really, nothing original there. But the freaking. Wow, the world they created, the idea of the Ethereum being a space with an atmosphere that you can breathe, and the spaceport Montresor, just, oh my gosh. And the music, okay, there are 3 Disney movies that have that composer. Actually, I think there might be 4, but the 3 I can think of are Dinosaur, Atlantis, and Treasure Planet, all three of them have freaking incredible scores. Absolutely fantastic.
You're right.
So I would not get rid of Treasure Planet, and I sure as heck would not get rid of Atlantis. For me, it's between the other two,
Sword
Black
in the
Cauldron and Sword in the Stone.
Yes, I'm with you. And to be fair, like Black Cauldron has a much more interesting story.
It does.
Than Sword
It's
in the
ahead of its
Stone.
time.
But Sword in the Stone has better characters than Black
Yep.
Cauldron.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it has. I'm not the Watch Keeper. When he throws
Yeah.
it on
Black Cauldron gotta go.
honestly, the Black
Well, but
Cauldron's
Gurgi
out.
though is so cute. Yeah.
No,
Gurgi's
he
cute.
he actually creates a negative point.
Gurgi is very cute. We all know it. He's Gollum at a fur convention. Yeah. Dude, that's Gollum.
Go ahead.
I'm
It's
sorry,
Gollum.
Gabe. By the way,
I'm just-
go ahead, Gabe. I'm
wow, dude. I
Gurgi
was
is
just
just
thinking-
Smeagol's persona.
Daggone it! That's what I said 4 times. And you guys are
Gabe does that, Gabe. Don't let him do it.
Oh, you just got some. Gabe just got some shade, by the way. Nora Mermaid saying,
Uh-oh.
"Seriously,
Oh, snap.
Gabe, you like dinosaur? Come on, honey."
I
Dude,
said the
dinosaurs-
music.
Hey, you don't like the
Nora.
love monkey?
Hey.
You don't like the love monkey and the action figures?
Nora.
To dinosaurs?
First of all, the love monkeys were hot, but secondly,
No, no. First of all, love monkeys are hot. All right.
yeah.
So-
Thank you. Oh, shut up! Shut up. Okay, Nora. No offense, but I'm gonna jump down your throat a little bit for this one, and don't take that literally.
Okay.
Pay attention to the words I say, not what you think I'm going to say. I said Dinosaur, along with Atlantis and Treasure Planet, had fantastic scoring. I said nothing of the plot or the animation. That said, Dinosaur is an amazing movie. Just kidding. That's just not that good. But it had an amazing
Yeah,
score. I can like one thing
It
about
has nostalgic value for me, but it's
me
not
too.
good.
Here, Paleo Hero, we need to watch Treasure Planet because I don't remember. All I remember is a cat hooking up with a dog in that movie. So we need to watch that sometime.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I was gonna say Gabe's into cat women apparently, and he did not want to mention that once in his. Here's why Treasure Planet's the best movie.
Wait, am I
Yeah.
into Catwomen? What did I say about Catwomen?
There's a very fine Catwoman. In
Yeah,
Treasure
the
Planet.
cat admiral
Oh, yeah.
or whatever.
Oh no, she's got.
Captain
I love her
Amelia-
personality.
Captain Amelia.
Thank you.
Mew.
She's
Captain
got a
Amelia.
name.
Anime guy.
I have that whole movie memorized. If you want me to do the whole thing, I'm sure you do.
Well,
Here we go.
how about this, Gabe? How about this? Anime Guy 01 is asking, who here remembers Merlin's song?
Oh, of course I do. Mhm. He had a few. You're wasting
Yeah.
time resisting. You'll find the more you do, the more she'll keep insisting. Her, him, has got to be you. He's like Gandalf on crack.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of Black Cauldron pretty easy. Yeah, because Atlantis, I like that whole scene with the mole. That's good. Sword of the Stone. There's just so many memorable scenes in that. Like, I can't do this. Well, you see, I'm mad. You see, I'm mad about games. And it was like shit like that. Shit's just like crazy.
Get going. You have to keep your nose in this game. Marvelous.
I love that
Madam
scene.
Mim.
It cracked.
He's
out of all these films, only one of them like almost killed the studio.
yeah. Was it? It was
Yeah.
Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
No, there's
Yeah.
there's two that almost killed it.
Yeah, that's true.
Treasure Planet.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
But Black Cauldron did a lot more damage.
Oh yeah, Black Cauldron did it a lot worse. Like because Treasure Planet came after the Renaissance, where they still like had a lot of money.
They
A
had
lot of money.
a lot. Yeah, agreed.
So this might be surprising, but so I would say Black Cauldron, but I feel like for me the one that I was debating between was Black Cauldron and Atlantis.
No.
And it might be I gotta
Kill
admit.
yourself.
Well, it very much what.
Just thinking my favorite song. Bro.
It very much might be or it probably is a nostalgia factor for me. I watched Sword in the Stone all the time as a kid. I loved that movie as a kid. And it was
such a good move.
I mean, the idea of turning into a squirrel, I was like, cool. And then
Dude,
when he's
you were a
like,
furry from age 8.
Being 8 and wanting to turn into a squirrel.
Yeah, because he wanted to turn into a squirrel because that hot girl squirrel was all over him. That's why
There it is.
I wasn't.
I
wouldn't have
hated that girl
complained.
squirrel. That is one character I just did not like. She did nothing wrong. I just did not like her as a kid. I was like happy when she started crying.
Is it
as a
weird
kid. I
that
remember like being
actually-
a dick, like laughing.
I kind of did too, where I'm like, yeah. but
F
You
sends
don't
a
know.
super chat saying you touched
That's
Treasure
the
Planet.
sound
No
and
way.
summon-
after he put her sword in her stone.
Oh.
Sorry.
You know what I thought was funny about Sword in the Stone? Oh, sorry, go.
F sends a super chat saying you touched Treasure Planet. I'm going to summon Gaither's Pond in your house.
oh, you
Oh
wouldn't.
no!
No.
No!
Favorite line
I
from
gotta
Treasure
write a
Planet.
retraction.
I gotta stick to the facts.
No, but did anybody notice this? I just one more thing about Sword in the
Larry.
Stone, real quick. Did anybody notice that the voice actor for the boy went through puberty during the show, so his voice got lower and lower during
Yeah.
the recording? I don't know if they did this on purpose, but then they would recycle old things like his.
But
Whoa,
didn't they
wait,
switch
whoa!
him?
Oh, did he?
Whoa,
Did he
whoa,
switch
whoa.
out?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I thought they
why.
switched his out. Like, what? Didn't he have like 3 different voice actors in that source? I remember
that's
like seeing that a while ago because like they did do that with his voice where you can actively hear it change. Like,
Yes.
gee, sir, I didn't know that. And like, gee, sir, I didn't. Like, his voice changes like
Yeah.
a lot.
But the problem for me is that they recycled some of his walla. Like when he falls down the stairs, they use the whoa. They use it like 3 times in the movie, and but later he's like, "Oh, sir, actor, whoa!" And it's like, dude, that doesn't even sound like.
Yeah.
I'm a squire.
Yeah, let the boy try.
Should we move on?
That's what
Yeah.
I say. Give
Du-
the boy a chance.
I was laughing because Dusty showed up in the chat. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Dusty.
That's me.
Okay, this one might get interesting. Because
Oh, okay. What are we on?
Pixar sequels, one's gotta go. Sarah.
Toy Story 2, Finding Dory, Monsters University, or Incredibles 2.
Well, I'm glad to say that like you guys make me feel normal for saying I like Monsters University more than Monsters Inc. Because like every time I say that to like my other friends, they're like, "What the hell? No, it's not. It was trash compared to the." I was like, "What are you talking about? I like Monsters University better."
Yeah.
So yeah, I
so good.
love Monsters University. Incredibles 2. I know it's just pretty much like when you watch Incredibles and then you watch it back to back, like I love it. Like if I watch them back to back, I love it. And then like I just really enjoy that movie because I enjoy watching that family. I like the concept.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2, I really didn't like a lot. I really did like a lot. And then with Finding Dory, I feel like first off, Finding Dory was one of those movies that it made you feel bad for every scene you laughed at Dory in Finding Nemo. Like, this is like, she can't remember shit. And then it's just like, oh, no, she has a serious mental disorder. That's not funny at all. And stuff like that, like when you go back and watch it. And so, yeah, but Finding Dory, after a while, besides, like, you know, there were some lovable characters, like the freaking, like, whale shark and the beluga. And all.
I
Yeah.
didn't like. The
Yeah, I
beluga.
love the
And
whale
that
shark.
Stupid loon sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just like a wall of people
Yeah,
saying
fucking
Monsters
rude. There was
University
some
has to go in
stupid
the chat.
Nowhere Mermaid, by the
Yeah,
way,
has to go.
says
It's not-
if any of y'all say Finding Dory, I swear to Gaga, you gonna get it.
I'm
Dang,
so
I'm-
sorry,
I'm
but it
about to
has
get
to
it
be.
then.
Yeah, I'm
I'm about
sorry.
to get it too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I guess I'm about to
Finding
get
Dory.
it 3.
Ooh.
It's either
Yeah.
Finding
Dory
Dory or
has
The
to go.
The
Incredibles 2.
disrespect.
Incredibles 2 was not my favorite. Like Monsters University compared to Toy Story 2 and Monsters University, Incredibles 2 did not stack up. And for me, it's honestly because of comparing it to the first one, which is one of my favorite movies ever. Not even Pixar Disney movies, like one of my favorite movies. The Incredibles
Same.
is amazing.
Top 10
It's
faves.
Yes, absolutely. So Incredibles 2 is a good movie, but comparing it to the first one, and I know I'm kind of being hypocritical here because before I said removing all biases, but comparing it to the first one, it does not stack up as a sequel as well as the other ones do, except with the exception of Finding Dory. So for me, it's either Finding Dory or Incredibles 2, and I probably pick Finding Dory.
It's just
Wow.
for me, it was the voice acting in Finding Dory. Like,
Shut up.
For one specific
Yeah,
character.
like no offense, that bird Becky like kind of ruined the shit. Like I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do with it.
Yeah,
I
mean,
couldn't
who makes
understand a
moon?
thing that Becky was saying. Not a thing.
Dude.
Yeah, like
Release,
they're all
release,
animals, right?
release.
They should talk. It's another baby
dude,
Bill situation. How come all the other
totally-
babies can talk, but that one can't? So it's like, it makes no sense. Why can't that one animal?
That was
I'm
honestly the
insanity.
weirdest session I've ever done. It was
I'm
so-
not choosing Finding Dory because bias.
Oh right, because
but-
you love me so much.
Because you're biased.
Because of his bi. Yes.
His by
But-
ass.
Ass.
For me, it's got to be
Yeah, that's
Incredibles.
what I said.
It's got to be
Incredibles.
Incredibles 2 for me because
Yeah.
it's something about the family dynamic that changed in that movie, and also the villain is very weak compared to
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
first movie.
Syndrome.
Well, the
was
villain is
amazing,
super
man.
weak. Yeah, like I think of
Man,
it like
what
as an
obvious
OVA.
name. The villain literally, when it like introduced the Evelyn Dever, I was like, well, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Come on, really?
But I mean,
I
on the
literally
pro
watched them-
side. Oh, go ahead, Hero.
Oh no, I'm gonna make you mad. I like no joke. I watched the motorcycle chase scene like 4 hours ago or something like that. I was like, yeah, that was the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Elastigirl on the electric bike. Go. Okay.
It's so
Yeah,
good. It's a
Elastigirl-
fantastic scene.
Math is math.
It's the
Yeah, Elastigirl is. Yeah, that's mine.
Um,
That's a bias. That's my bias right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Elastigirl.
The strongest part of Incredibles 2 are the characters that were established in the Incredibles 1. It really didn't bring anything to the table that was new and
Yeah.
exciting.
So I will
Besides
say.
Elastigirl and that freaking new suit.
Oh. I will say this. I will say
Yeah.
this. Finding Dory automatically has the same knock against it that Moana had, because again, Finding Dory came out in 2016, and there were a bunch of Pixar fanboys out there that were like, "Oh, finally, a movie that we can all respect in animation." I was like,
Well, if they knew I was in it, they probably would have.
Where were these comparisons? Like, I don't remember that at all.
No, well, it was before it came.
Yeah, I don't-
That was every.
Like
every
the only
message
time I
that-
ever heard like something being compared to another animated movie in 2016 was when Race brought it up.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey, no, we're not doing this.
You were doing a lot of the comparing, and now you're projecting onto other people.
I can't believe that people would compare these animated movies that deserve their own
No,
life. I'm gonna.
The only movie I heard
Anytime I
compared to
did a
like
review
in
Utopia was
2016,
fucking Sing.
Shit.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
anytime I did a
Sing.
review
That was
in
the only one I heard.
Anytime
yeah.
I did a review in 2016, I never like was like, oh well, how does this stack up to Zootopia? I was like, no, I never did that.
Well, I wasn't saying you. I just remember. I remember for some reason vividly having a conversation with Saberspark at work during my break, and we were talking about Finding Dory, and Saber was literally like consoling me, like, "Don't worry, I think Zootopia is gonna be fine for the awards coming up."
Oh man!
Like I remember it.
You
I
didn't have this
remember-
conversation with me because you didn't want to hurt my feelings.
Oh, Finding Dory
I
did
didn't
make
know
more
at
money,
the
though.
time. Didn't we all find out like 3 weeks after the movie came out?
That's true. That's true. It was actually really sneaky. They didn't. I found out when watching the movie. I was like, "You freaking kidding me?"
You
Oh,
were
that was so
starting to
weird.
say something earlier, also, Gabe, about how weird. I think you were saying how weird
Oh,
the
yeah.
voice session was.
No, it was well because they tried to keep it so secret. The code name was Killers, and they were telling me, and I didn't have a script. It was literally Andrew was in my ear the whole time, telling me what to do.
That's where I like to be.
Wiley.
He's like, oh, you're this loon who's fallen in love with he said a hiker, and I was like, I don't know, I felt kind of cheated. It's like, yeah, you're in love with this hiker. We need some loving loon sounds, and I'm like,
Loving loons.
loving loon sounds, and he's like, do what you did in your audition. And I was like, I don't remember. Well, here's the reference, and they play it for me, and so I was like, oh, and he's like, yes, perfect. Do that again. And so yeah, I actually ended up gargling water for half the session.
Yeah.
Which then I really had to pee.
By the
Some
way,
super chats.
yeah, we got some super chats. F says it's not that Finding Dory is so bad; it's that the other movies are just so high tier. And Anime Guy 01 says whoever voiced Becky should be fired.
Ooh.
Don't worry, they're not hiring me again.
All right, we're gonna move on. Buckle up.
Live action princess movie remakes. One gotta go. Aladdin, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, or Mulan.
Only one.
Can we get
I
rid
hate
of all of them?
Yes. Yes.
Now that joke's out, wait, does Aladdin count as a princess? Like I know
Jasmine.
Jasmine's a
Jasmine.
princess,
Yeah.
but she's not the
Yeah.
focus of the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
honestly, Aladdin was really good. The only thing I hated was that stupid "I Will Not Be Silent" song when Aladdin is the one about to get executed.
Yeah.
I was like, why
Right.
are you? You're the princess.
Oh, I
Right.
completely forgot that Jasmine had a song.
Yeah.
She sings
This
this
is
whole
random.
number while Aladdin's about to be killed and the genie's in prison. She's like, "I will not be silenced." It's like, okay, all right. We're very.
The thing
we're
is,
very-
like with Aladdin, like Will Smith is the best part of the movie when we thought he would be the worst.
oh, he was
like
fantastic.
Yeah.
everything
that
else.
was-
Because he's got
I
his
hate
Will
it.
Smith's charm. Like Will Smith is just charming. Like it's just like
Yeah,
he's just
yeah,
a likable
he is.
guy. Like,
Like
it's just like, so-
Jafar sucks. Like he's just like
Oh,
so
I know,
monotone in the
he was
movie.
weak.
Yeah.
He was scrawny. There was nothing intimidating about him.
Mhm.
He was so
Yeah.
sinister in the cartoon.
So
Yeah.
I haven't seen Mulan. And
I haven't either.
I
I won't.
I don't watch.
I just
these
don't
shit.
want to.
so
Yeah.
I
Even though
almost
I can watch it.
is there anyone who has seen Mulan here?
I have.
Okay, so
Actually,
where would
Saber has too.
I have not seen Mulan.
Because
Oh.
I'm almost
I
feeling
thought you did.
I feel like since most of us haven't seen Mulan, I almost want to just make this Cinderella, Aladdin, and Beauty and the Beast, and one's got to go
Well,
from that.
I can tell you my opinion is I would get rid of either Beauty and the Beast or Mulan. And Mulan was not terrible. It was actually more unique than Beauty and the Beast, but I really don't want to get political, but there's a lot of stuff with the Mulan thing that just kind of
Yeah, but aren't we judging off the movie, not
You're
the
right,
context
you're right,
around
you're
the
right, you're
movie?
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, you're right. In that case, I would say I would get rid of Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was
Mhm.
very poorly done. I did.
Yeah,
not-
of the ones I've seen, Beauty and the Beast, because it made me the most angry.
Yes.
Was Cinderella that good? Like
Yes,
I,
It was
fine.
no
I don't
Cinderella was
remember
just
it.
forgettable for me.
I don't remember anything of it.
Yeah.
So
it was just
It was
fine,
very
therefore it was
different.
forgettable.
It was pretty forgettable, but it was very different from the cartoon, which made it to me feel like a separate movie, which
Mhm.
made it enjoyable.
yeah,
I don't like when they try to do like a carbon copy thing, and the Cinderella changed a lot about the movie.
You don't like when they do a Lion King?
Oh no! Except with the extra attention to that ball of poop.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just a euphemism for the entire movie.
Shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
I've seen literally none of these.
I think
so.
I'll also say Beauty and the Beast here because while I don't remember much of anything, I don't even remember what Cinderella looks like in that movie. But
All my favorite things about it.
I do just remember like Beauty and the Beast. I think I was just like,
Like,
wow.
the
I
BR
literally
I was just like, what the fuck? Because like BR Guest was their one chance to actually like make something look stunning, and it just looked dark and
Not even their one
colorless.
chance. Tale as old as time is
Okay, yeah.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous in the cartoon, and they just
Yeah.
everything was so sulky and dark and
Yeah.
and man, the Beast, you know, he was in the cartoon, he was a tortured soul. He was
Yeah.
angry and he was reactionary, but he was clearly hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt. He was tormented. And in this freaking live action movie, he's like a mopey emo, just the whole movie. I'm sad. Like there was nothing likable about him at
Hey, look,
all.
it's my OC, okay? So
So
we
He didn't do anything nice for her.
You
like
know,
he didn't.
I would have
change.
liked it, but it came out 2 years after Zootopia.
Only 1 year.
Touche. Touche.
That could have been.
That's fair. That's fair.
In the cartoon, the Beast was like he got really excited and he gave her the library, and you see him start to change, and you see his heart start to warm. And this is like, I guess you can have this library. I never look at it anyway. And you're like, what the this? No. And then Mrs. Autotune, I like Emma Watson. Okay?
Right.
But holy crap, dude. She can't sing. At least cast someone else to sing for her.
Mhm.
Little child,
Yeah.
it's a quiet
Yeah. Absolutely.
We got a super chat from Christina saying Mulan, or choosing Mulan because they made her perfect and the OG Mulan wasn't, and that's why I loved her. It made me relate
Yes.
because she had to build up to where she was. And then F has a super chat here, kind of asking just if anyone's choices change here. If you disassociate the quote live action remakes from the originals, which is the least bad?
Which is the least.
Probably Cinderella.
I've only seen
Cinderella.
Aladdin, so I don't know.
I'd say Cinderella. I agree.
Like, I feel like I would still maybe go for Aladdin.
Yeah. I think I'd still.
It was definitely it. I wouldn't disagree with you. Cinderella and Aladdin were both very good. Mulan honestly wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. She was, unfortunately, they turned a really epic character of Mulan into kind of a what do they call it, a Mary Sue, where they're just kind of not really. There's no journey. There's no growth. It's just, oh, here I am. I with my chi whiz, and then yeah, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. I would still say Beauty and the Beast is my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. I think we might skip
I'm gonna
this
skip
one.
this one,
It's
'cause
a
it's
Disney
all
Channel
the-
shows, and I think
I watched those.
which one's got to go between Jesse, Ant Farm, Good Luck Charlie, and Austin and Allie. Jax.
The fuck?
Oh, definitely. The Jesse can go.
I just liked the
haven't-
fuck in
The
the back.
fuck?
Okay, last one. Last one.
Walt Disney World parks. One's gotta go. Magic Kingdom,
Oh.
Animal Kingdom, the Hollywood Studios, or Epcot.
It's between Animal.
I've never
Kingdom and
been there, so I wouldn't know.
No.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
say
Epcot is the
Hollywood Studios gotta go. I love.
But
the
that
other
has your
studios.
favorite roller
Yeah, it is.
coaster.
Well, it's fine.
Fantasmic.
It has.
Okay, I actually
Phantasmic.
agree with you. The two best things about Hollywood, it's really just down to the quantity of good stuff.
Mhm.
So Hollywood Studios is, I mean, it's got the Tower of Terror and it's got Phantasmic, and everything else is just kind of meh.
Indiana
Even the
Jones
Rock
Rock
show.
and Roller Coaster.
Indiana Jones
Well,
show. Rock and
no,
Roller
they don't-
Coaster, baby. Don't you knock it.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
true. That was pretty good.
I feel
But-
like Epcot is like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I've been talking too
Like,
much.
like Epcot, when I was little, I was like, this place is lame compared to the other three. But like as I got older, I was like, this place is awesome. I love
Yeah.
Epcot. Like I feel
Yeah, I
like
agree.
Epcot maybe like
Epcot
is
is
this
more
for like
adult.
older people?
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole
Okay.
point, right? Experimental prototype community of tomorrow. That was the whole idea. Was like, this is what I envision our future maybe looking like. He forgot about the self-landing rockets, though.
You can
Then-
drink in Epcot now. I'm like, yeah, I like
know.
the drinks from around the world. That's awesome.
Well, that to
Yeah.
me says what you just said. You know, it is clearly geared more towards adults than the rest of
Mhm.
and obviously it's made for everybody. But
Mhm.
I think more attention was put on to, you know, what would adults appreciate, what would adults, understand. Because a kid, the whole world is new and exciting to them
Mhm.
already.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Epcot is for the people who the world has kind of gotten old for. And then Animal Kingdom is just beautiful. I know it doesn't have as much, but it's so pretty.
I kind of think that I might say Animal Kingdom here.
Mhm.
Screw you.
Woo! Really? I thought that was the untouchable one. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, what about Zootopia?
Well, I was gonna say once they put it in, then we got a conversation to have.
Mm.
But it's not there. Yeah. Now it was the one place. I will say this: it was the one place that offered a Zootopia caricature, and Sarah and I did get it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you like roller coasters? I forget.
I do.
You
I do.
Okay.
There's enough in Hollywood Studios, and I don't know if it's a soft spot. Hollywood Studios back in the day, it holds a
MGM
close
Studios?
spot in my heart because we went on vacation. We were going on a cruise, and we went out early to go to Disney World, and I think if I remember correctly, it was going to be 2 days at Disney World, and then my dad and I were going to go to see the Space Center and the and Daytona International Speedway. And that day, my sisters and mom went to Animal Kingdom. Well, this was around the time where, unless you had a phone plan for it, you couldn't use your phone in different states.
Mhm.
And so everyone shut their phone off until my dad realized that my mom went to Animal Kingdom with our rental car keys in her backpack.
Mhm.
And so that might also be why I guess trust me, that's not why I'm holding anything against Animal Kingdom, but we ended up like eventually saying, well, let's just make the most of the day after hours of trying to figure out what we could do. And so he and I went to at the time it was MGM, but Hollywood Studios, and we went there. We got in line for Rock and Roller Coaster. It was like a 2-hour line, and we're like, well, I guess we'll just start the day. And as we're standing in line, this father and son walk up to us, and the guy holds out 2 fast passes to my dad and I, and goes, "My son's too short. You guys want these?" And it was like, my dad and I looked at each other and we went, "There is a God." It was just, it was like that recovery, right? Where it's like, oh. But aside from that, I enjoy what Hollywood Studios has to offer. I also, like, I love all 4 of them. I really do. But I feel like if I was planning a trip, Animal Kingdom, I think, would probably be on my chopping block. And I wonder if part of it, I don't know. Like, I know, like, they have that, like, dinosaur area, which seems so confusing after we went to it, where I'm like, this is so weird. But here,
Dino Land, you are
the rides aren't bad. It's just
it's
who likes,
it's very different from the rest of the park.
yeah, who likes dinosaurs these days?
Claire just weighed in her opinion. She's
What?
terrible. So
What did she say?
No, okay. Hollywood Studios is the worst park. If you can only afford 3 parks, like, don't do Hollywood Studios.
It's one's got to go.
Oh, easy. Hollywood Studios. Because at
Um.
least Everest is, there's not as much to do in the Animal Kingdom, but Everest makes up for
I'm
everything.
back.
Oh,
There is
What?
Everest. Saber,
I don't know if I
Oh,
can.
come on, shut up.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Like, what?
Oh, you know what? You know what? I actually want to. So I'll be honest. And I said Animal Kingdom, but now I'm starting to think. Well, let me read a super chat real quick. F says this is gonna incur some salt, but I think Magic Kingdom sucks. I've been to Disney World on numerous occasions as a child and adult. I have never liked it. I know it's the flagship. I just don't care. That's right, F. You let those opinions fly. Now, here's the thing. For Sarah and I, or at least for me, maybe Magic Kingdom should be my cut. We have it out here.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I said Disneyland covers Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
So
No, but the castle alone.
okay, yeah. It's big, it's great, whatever. But sizes and everything.
Yes,
so,
it is.
Oh god.
But like everything else, it's kind of true. If you live in California or somewhere closer to California, Magic Kingdom, you could let that drop. Why am I getting so actually realistic about this? I have to go pee. Bye.
Bye. It was like our
I don't
Babscon
know
Who's
if I
line
can-
when she had to run off.
I don't know if I can choose any because I've only been to Disney World once, and that was when I was 8, and that was even before Animal Kingdom was built.
Oh, well, Paleo, how about this? How about we say
Hale's
you have
40 for those who don't know.
I have what?
Hale's 44 years old.
Paleo, if you were given 3 tickets for Disney World, which is the park that you would just say, well, I won't go to this one.
Well, probably Magic Kingdom because I've been to Disneyland a bunch of times, so
I'm gonna say Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna adjust my answer. I wasn't thinking straight. I must be hungry. Saber, did you say?
Because the other ones I've only been to as a kid, so.
Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, all stay. Hollywood Studios can go.
Okay.
I think it's every park obviously has reasons of why they want to keep you. Epcot to me is just so much fun for walking around. Like as an adult, it's like the place I want to go to. It's a bit more calm, relaxed. Booze, there's booze there. I'd say and it's also got what's that one ride where it's like a 10-minute long water ride, feel like a garden.
Yes,
Lay of the Land or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's actually a really pretty garden, but you can see it from. I think I know what you mean. You can see it from the walking paths.
I think so. It's the one where they got like fish tanks. It's all about sustainability.
Yeah, no, it's inside of like the food court, like, and then it's like.
Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of a different one.
Land
that was different
of-
the last time I went. There's like a big volcano on the wall that's like erupting or whatever.
Sorry.
Land
I don't
of.
know.
It's the one that you see all the plants and the fish. What's it called, Sarah? What's it called?
The aquarium.
Like the just I think it's just the hold on.
The plant of the
Living
pitch
with the
ride.
land.
Living with the land.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
No,
it hosted by...
I agree about Epcot. I will say this too, like even though I didn't want to toss it, but Hollywood Studios, I feel like of all 4 parks, that one just feels like I'm not saying it's old, but for some reason I feel like it just feels aged.
Of being the community of tomorrow, it's yeah.
No, I'm
It's
saying
weird.
I'm
I
saying
know, I-
Hollywood
I
Studios.
agree. with
Oh,
that.
Hollywood.
Not
Studios.
Epcot.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, no, definitely.
Well,
All right. Well, we made it. We made it to the end here. We do have time for Q&A. So
Yeah.
why don't we jump into that, Sarah?
okay. Hold on.
Sarah's gonna tell you all how to do it. I'll verbally tell you how all to do it. Oh, actually, Nora says Miami's getting a train to Disney Springs, so I am hyped. Also, hi Gabe, love you and miss you. Hugs and kisses.
Hi, Nora.
Oh, whoa. Anime Guy 01 says, oh, Sarah, you'll like this one. Anime Guy 01 says, Mission Space is my favorite Epcot ride. I love the spinning.
I hate it. I fucking hated that ride. I did not enjoy myself on that one. I screamed bloody murder.
She screams so loud
I
that
scream
the
so loud.
people outside of the building called security because they're like, something's
I
happening.
do not like that. I do not like that sensation in my
Something's
stomach. It
happening.
makes me feel like I'm gonna die.
Dude, I remember so that, it's all about G-forces, and right when it started and Sarah started screaming, I was like, this is our
This is
honeymoon.
gonna be the quickest marriage.
Yeah, I was like, because I was doing my best to softly comfort her about the idea, but she talked herself into it.
Yeah.
Like you were like, oh yeah, no. I
Like
could do
they actually show you video of what the ride is doing, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem that bad. But then, on paper and then actually experiencing it are
Yeah.
two different things.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
I'm an old school sucker. I still love Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
Like it's just like we're inside a golf ball.
Yeah.
Nice. So if you'd like to submit a question, as you've seen, people using super chats will prioritize those questions. If you'd like to submit a question via Twitter, SPP questions with the hashtag. Did you put that info up?
I did. It was up for a while. I just
Oh,
took
and
it
right
down.
when I looked, it was
Yeah.
gone. Okay. So Sarah, do we have a question?
Yeah, we got a question from Bitterworks.
Okay.
Question for Race: do you like humanoid versions of Judy Hopps? If so, what's your favorite human interpretation of Judy? Or is classic Judy the only way to go?
Oh my gosh. I am just as down. So I'm curious what that means. Favorite human interpretation of Judy.
Like, there's different ways that people have, like, artists have interpreted Judy. Like, there's some that give her pigtails to represent her ears. Or
Oh,
whatever.
those are
There's-
cute. Those
yeah.
are cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's
There's
got to
some
be.
that
She's got to be kind of
have
short.
short hair.
She's got to be
Mhm.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's her.
Do you like the pigtails or, like, just giving her short hair? Like, pixie cut hair, kind of hair?
I don't know if this is one of those questions where I have to be careful how I answer.
No,
it,
you
because
don't
my
have-
wife definitely prefers one haircut over the
No,
other.
well, no. It's fine.
This is a test, isn't it? Oh my
No.
gosh, she does this all the. I'm kidding. I think I would say, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so open to, but like I don't know. Like I'd also be like, oh yeah, like Rabbit Judy is great. Judy Haps, human Judy Haps. Is that what you just typed? Yeah, Sarah's. Give me. Yeah,
Yeah, there's some pigtails there. There's a lot of pigtails on it.
yeah. The pigtails are cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably say the pigtails.
Yeah. Okay.
I would think so. Yeah. I do like the kind of like mix too, where like they got like the Judy who they're like, hey look, a golden tail. So we got a question here from Anime Guy 01. This is for Paleo. Oh, here we go. Paleo, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The question is, do you think Race and Sarah should play The World Ends with you before or after Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance?
You don't need to play The World Ends with You to play Dream Drop Distance at all, because like I didn't. I had no idea characters from that game would actually be in Dream Drop Distance, so you really don't need to play it.
I'll be honest, when I read this, I was thinking that the game was called The World Ends, and Anime Guy was asking if we should play it with you.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah. The World Ends with You is the complete title.
Oh, see, now I get it. Let's see here. Well, let's head up a couple of these Bitterworks questions.
Yeah.
For the awesome art. Let's hear it. Question is, you're cured of any food allergies / you can tolerate any kind of food in any amount. What's one thing you would immediately want to get your munch on?
Fried chicken.
So it's just
You can eat anything.
Right, that's the first thing is fried chicken.
That's your number one.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was nachos.
Oh yeah.
But is it that now we have a close enough substitute for your nachos that you're like,
Yeah.
I'm good there. I need my damn fried
I
chicken.
need fried chicken.
They do fried chicken at Disney World.
Yeah, and I like it.
But you're like, give me that.
I don't really
crispy-
get a lot of fried chicken when I'm just at home.
Aw, are you telling me that we would have been a fried chicken family? We would have eaten the crap out of.
Like there's brands of the frozen fried chicken that are pretty good.
I love fried chicken.
They're expensive, so
I love.
it's more of like a treat yourself sort of thing.
I like fried chicken a lot. Anyone else?
Yes.
Of
course.
I'm mildly allergic to a lot of things, but I'm severely allergic to oranges. And I
You're like the inverse of me, Gabe. That's the only fruit I can eat.
Yeah, but I just want to like oranges. They're not even my favorite, but I just want to eat one. You know, I just want to like without getting high from fever.
Yeah. We have the same symptoms too. That's so good. Oh my god. You know, ironically, I don't care to eat the stuff I'm allergic to. Like everyone's always like, "Oh, you love strawberries and grapes and all." They don't look appealing to me in that regard. So to me, I'm just like, "Oh, whatever." Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
But like, I feel honestly horrible for Sarah or anybody that has an intolerance that's so all-encompassing that just limits you on so many things.
Yeah.
You live with it.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Fogan in the chat asks, "You're allergic to fried chicken?" Yes, I'm specifically only allergic to fried chicken. I'm allergic to gluten and dairy, which sometimes fried chicken has both.
Just fried.
Dang.
Just fried chicken.
And then Bitterworks also had a question, and this one was for Saberspark. The question. But everyone can answer. The question is, why do y'all like anthro/furry characters so much? And what's your fave animal franchise besides Disney, i.e., not Zootopia, Lion King, DuckTales, etc.?
Oh shit.
Well, I got mine.
What?
Warner Brothers and fucking Lola Bunny. Yes.
Doing what to Lola Bunny?
All over that.
Yeah, you know what? I saw what I saw.
I saw your
Yeah.
tweet. You're like, you think Lola and Michael Jordan ever,
No, yeah, I was sending that to my friend. I was just like, it's just you ever think that?
I know. I was like, oh,
so good.
Fave animal franchise. Would ponies count? I guess that's not Disney.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Does Ninja Turtles count? But there's barely any girls in that unless you read the comics.
That's
okay.
The turtles are anthro, so.
Yeah, and then they do have Venus.
They
Jenica.
just said like animal characters, so.
Yeah.
If I were to take.
Oh yeah, there's so many animal characters I like. Well, like the thing is, I guess really it's just that Harkness test thing I posted about numerous times, where it's just like, does it have like human sentience? Is it like of age for a species? Can it communicate to you and blah blah blah? Then yeah, sure. I'm into it. Like
yes, you can F this.
yeah. So it's just like to me there's so many things now. I'm just like, yeah, I probably would. I'm not even gonna lie. So, dang.
I have a few thoughts about this, honestly. Like, from a purely psychological standpoint, I would say that, anthro characters combine the appealing traits of animals, the cuteness and like the innocence, with attractive qualities of people, and kind of make you go, I don't want to use the word confused, but they kind of make you go, huh.
I was confused.
But honestly, I also kind of look at it this way. If you want to approach it from a, like, this is a totally theoretical and kind of ridiculous, but approaching it from an evolutionary standpoint, if we were to ever spread out into the universe and meet aliens, you would hope that we could be accepting of things, creatures, sentient creatures that look very, very different from us, and maybe even have interpersonal and even romantic relationships with people. It could be an evolutionary thing.
No, and you know damn well too. Like, okay, so if aliens came to Earth and they all look like, oh, yiff yiff woo woo, shit like that, like just going around the whole planet, something like that. Like everyone would be like, oh, I guess I'm a furry within the day, because like every guy would be like, well, I want fucking alien. I can't even believe I fucking alien and shit like that. It's just like they would be like that. Like that's just how it would be. Like again, like I've said that so many times before. It's just it is so valid. Like if they came down right now, there'd be a bunch of dudes just being like, oh, shit, I want to be like the fucking alien. I wonder how many things just got down there. You know, something. It's great.
Mate for primally, it's instinctive to reproduce. Humans already show that that's not the reason that we pick mates. I mean, we pick a mate based on who they are, on their personality, on their brain. Like there's so much more that contributes than just can we reproduce with this thing. So it makes sense to me that we would be more interested in, a broader spectrum of intellect, intelligence. It can come in many packages, and no pun intended.
I'm gonna say. Exactly. I think for me, I'm gonna say, and again, this goes back to a nostalgia factor, but I'm gonna say specifically the first two American Tail movies. Those were my jam.
Yeah.
But My Little Pony was
I remember for years I didn't know that the first American Tail was even a thing. Like I only saw Five Goes West. I didn't know. Yeah, I only found out that American Tail was like a thing like in 2016. I was like, wait, there is a first one? I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that.
What actually bothered me was finding out that there was a third one that
there is
a fourth one.
Well, yeah. There's a
fourth one?
There's a fourth one too. I've seen both. But I remember when somebody told me, in the third one, they literally open it up saying, oh yeah, that was all a dream. Like it literally writes off the second movie. And I went,
wow.
I was
that's some BS.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But I guess the one thing you could do to make yourself feel better, because this was what I convinced myself of, is it was a dream he had, but because the movie's set when he was still young in the past, so it's like, oh, it was like a dream, like a premonition of what would happen, as opposed to them just completely writing it off. But still, I was like, what the hell? All right, we got two super chats here. One is from Fritz Roll. It says, hey, I'm out of the closet from voice auditioning, guys. Also, question for Saber. Did you ever had the thought that Lupin the Third's animation style would work well if a TF2 animated movie was made?
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, possibly. I mean, TF2 is so great. I was talking to Matt about. Did you all see that recent thing where like the AI 15 has a very completed TF2 voices, and people have been using it recently, and it just sounds it's not seamless, but it's pretty convincing. But to answer your question, I mean, sure, but that is expecting Valve to do something. That's the problem.
Yeah. Though TF2, that's the interesting thing about it, because he says like Lupin the Third's animation style, but like TF2 is like already 3D, so we kind of already know what it's going to look like. So the thing about Lupin the Third is that it was a 3D movie based on a 2D property.
And then Nora Mermaid had a super chat question here. I'm curious to see the answers on this one. What is your favorite dead Disney ride?
I heard it. Close Contact, or whatever it's called.
Huh?
Where was that one?
It's the one that they or the Close Encounters or whatever. God, what am I?
Great
name?
Ride?
I have it. I have one.
No.
Oh.
It's a ride where they replace it with Stitch running around.
Yes,
Stitch
that's the one.
It's Alien.
It's called Alien, isn't it? Alien Encounter.
No, or Alien Encounter. That might be. I forget. But
I
they got
remember
rid of
they
it
had
because
that
it scared
little
people.
peanut-looking thing.
Yes,
and the
yeah.
little XS was their company. We will see.
Alien
XS.
Encounter. Extraterrestrial.
Terrestrial.
Jesus.
Lord, I didn't know
Yeah.
which one. Never
It's
mind. I
good.
changed my mind.
I don't know if I ever got to go on that
No.
when it was
Oh, it was good.
when it was the way it was.
Yeah. Mine's probably gonna be Great Movie Ride.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rip.
Is dead.
Rip.
I really enjoyed that.
I'm gonna just say one that was just so weird and short-lived and just a fucking mess was Rocket Rods at Disneyland. That it broke down so much, and it was just
Oh, you mentioned this. Yeah.
but it was a fun ride. Like you zoomed through, Tomorrowland. You got to they utilized the track that was for the People Mover when Disneyland still had that. So I would say that one. I remembered enjoying it for the few times I got to go on it. And then it wasn't a ride that they could keep up. The only other one that I could think of Disneyland wise, and someone might go, well, what about this one? Oh yeah, but I do remember. Well, I don't remember. I don't know if I ever went on it. I forget when it was torn out, but they had the shit. What's it called? Damn it! Now I'm forgetting. It's basically like the buckets on a rope. It used to go through Matterhorn.
Skybox.
The Rainbow Caverns?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Gondola. The gondola.
It was a gondola. When I think of
the sky something.
I know what you're talking about.
the Skyway.
Skyway.
Yeah, it was actually, I did go on that if it was around in 1994, but it went above Disneyland. It went through the top of Matterhorn, and I don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That would have been neat, but yeah.
They probably got sick of people spitting out of it.
You know, I read something. It was one of those things that flashed by on Twitter, but it was like a version of that ride, I think, at Disney World, and it said that they got rid of it because too many people were having sex in them.
Oh, what?
And I was like, that's funny if it's true.
Yeah. Oh, who would do that, huh?
DreamWorks.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Dream that worked.
Well, Sarah,
Shrek.
do you have any? Do you have one last one here to finish it off?
Let's see. 1 second.
Or
am I
finding
in this one?
What's that?
This one?
We did. I don't know if we answered something very similar to that last time.
Okay. Hold on.
If that is the one.
We're looking.
Okay, wait. All right. So here's the question we'll do.
Okay.
From Nathaniel asking, what did you guys consider the best film/game from 2020? Because I do think we answered this one last time. Because I think I recall saying Soul's like the only movie I remember seeing. New, but then someone else went, well, what about this movie at the beginning of the year? And I went, holy shit, that happened.
Yeah.
And then it was a movie that I really liked. What was the?
Wasn't Tenet.
Oh no, was it Onward?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what. Maybe I said because I made the Pixar
that was
joke.
that was the joke. You were doing the joke about like Soul is the worst Pixar movie that came out this year.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what about Onward?
Yeah.
Clever.
Because you were going to say also the best Pixar movie that came out this year. But yeah,
that was the problem.
But I don't think we talked about like best movie or game.
Okay.
Onward was
In general.
Yeah.
Made me feel things. I haven't seen Soul yet. I really, really want to see
You
it.
need to watch it, Gabe. I'm
Yeah,
curious
it's
to hear your
great.
thoughts on it.
It looks amazing. It looks
Yeah.
so amazing. Claire and I want to watch it, but we're in the process of watching the second season of The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, enjoy it.
I haven't even
Dude,
started
I
yet.
freaking love The Mandalorian. It's like the best
It's so good.
Star Wars thing that Disney's come out with. Though I did like Rogue One, but the rest of it's
I'm gonna say Wolfwalkers.
Okay. Animated?
Oh, that's that Celtic animation, right? Or is
Yeah.
it... Yeah, that
It's a collaboration, but like Tom Moore is Irish, so yeah,
right,
Celtic.
right.
Yeah.
So, that's very cool.
And it's based on like that Irish mythology, so
Yeah, it is beautiful. The animation looks really good.
There's still a lot of movies.
And best game for me is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I really need.
That was
to
a fun
see-
game.
I really need to see Wolfwalkers and Lupin the Third because I feel like those are going to be like contenders for my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
What? No one said Call of the Wild? With Harrison Ford interacting with the most obvious CGI dog in the world.
Artemis Fowl.
Come on, guys. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Feeding time.
Does anyone remember that Sonic the Hedgehog actually came out in 2020?
Holy
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
last
I
movie I saw in
remember.
theaters.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
wow,
you know
that's
Shannon was
one.
in that. Shannon Kent is the waitress. Did you guys know that?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
the waitress in Sonic is Shannon Chen Kent.
Oh, dang, cool.
Yeah,
I did
her
not.
boyfriend like
Mhm.
was in charge of the reanimation, fixing Sonic. So she got a partner.
Oh, wow.
Voice actors reduced to extras in big movies.
Yeah, she had quite a few lines. Kind of sweet. She got to act alongside James Marsden too.
Nobody said.
Yeah,
Doolittle.
Cyclops. Little Cyclops.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That was Cyclops.
Yeah.
His eyes were covered up.
So as far as games in 2020, top game. I mean, Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
Among Us.
What else came out this year?
Last of Us Part 2.
Well, it's no Phasmophobia.
Hades. Let's see. Ghost of
Animal
Tsushima.
Crossing.
Animal Crossing? Yeah, honestly, that's probably gonna be my top. Like, I still
Claire
play
loves
it.
Animal Crossing. Every time we play Mario Kart, she makes us play on the Animal Crossing one.
Just Animal Crossing one.
I know for Saber it's Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal's fun, though, dude.
Yeah, Doom Eternal. It's God, that action, good shit. The new maps they have or the new like expansion stuff. It's hard. It is really hard.
There's like a crossover Doom Animal Crossing thing that I
Yeah, because they came out the same day.
Oh yeah, they're like it's shipping Isabella with Kratos or whoever the guy is.
There you
117
Kratos.
Master Chief.
So Sarah,
Yeah,
you said yours?
Buff Master Chief. Buffer Master Chief.
Yep, that's right. Buffer. Yeah, Buffer Master Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Tractor Simulator 2 to come out. So.
Oh, dude.
You've been playing iRacing.
I have been playing iRacing. I've been doing a lot of that. But that one's been around. They wouldn't count that as a 2020.
Remember when we played Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
we played it for like a day.
Oh, Among Us was 2018. Okay, now I feel stupid. I was trying to make a joke and I wasn't even right about the year.
Hey,
See?
we were talking
Well, it
about
became popular this year. It only came out in 2018, but like it blew up in popularity this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we actually played a live IRL version of Among Us last night. It was really fun.
Did you play with that corpse bride person?
What?
Whatever it is. I don't know. I keep saying them everywhere.
Well,
It was my-
I think we're gonna wrap up the podcast there. Sarah heard a siren, so she's immediately looking up to see if there's a fire headed towards our place.
No, I like to
Fires
know.
don't head towards your place.
Cars not sirens.
They're bringing the fire.
Well, okay, wait. I got a question for Saber. I just saw your tweet.
Yeah.
There's actually a thing called Finding Jesus.
Yeah, someone linked that to me earlier today. Isn't that wild?
Is that the third movie in the Finding Nemo series?
It's actually called Finding Jesus.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Jesus.
They go to the
Finding
Mexican
Jesus.
Riviera. They're like, hey,
His name was Yeshua, actually. For all y'all who don't know,
well,
we say Jesus, but his name was Yeshua.
jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No. Yes.
Well, Sarah, shall we call it a night there before we devolve into who knows
yes.
what?
Yes.
All right, well, folks, just want to thank everybody again for joining us here tonight. We want to thank our super chatters.
Nora Mermaid, Bitterworks, Jack's Blade, F Anime Guy, and Christina,
Aguilera.
and Fritz Roll.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much for all of your generosity. And yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks,
On the
27th of January.
Yeah.
Who knows? At any point, and we'll keep you guys well up to date. There might be a weird thing where we say, "Oh, sorry, we have to move into a house, so podcast is gonna be slightly delayed."
Yeah.
But
We'll
for
let
now,
you know.
yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date. I mean, 6 months might go by before we end up with anything. Who knows? But you all have a good night. Again, thank you to our live viewers, everyone commenting, and our people that listen on delay. Thank you to all of you podcasters joining me here tonight. And we'll see you in 2 weeks on the Semi Perfect Podcast. Good night, everybody.
Jump ponies.
Good night.